Good evening, Cancer ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I'd like to do is just go on and give you your next step reading, and this reading is valid until the end of this month. And ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of this reading, as you've seen with the other postings with the other signs, is to just kind of, provide some information to you to help better facilitate your decision making ability and to kind of let you know what your next step is going to be, because many of us, I see, we are involved in a lot of conflict riddle type relationship, and this relationship spread that I've provided here will help you, make the best decision possible. And also, it gives you some advice on some things that you might want to consider, as you contemplate your next step in your relationship. So again, okay, we're going to go on and do this reading, and this reading is valid until the end of this month, ladies and gentlemen. I've already shuffled the cards as shown here. And if this reading resonates with you guys, go on and give it a big thumbs up, and please like and share. Okay, and if you've yet to subscribe, please take a few moments to go on and do so now. Okay, so prior to getting into your reading, I'm just going to make a few general observations, with the cards and things that I'm seeing here, just to give you some additional information that may not be readily apparent in the reading here. Okay, I'm seeing here in this situation that you have, there appears to be no stability. I'm feeling that there are kind of unemployment type issues, or either, somebody's really suffering materialistically. I'm also getting a sense that one of you is overbearing or power driven, and I'm seeing a lot of trickery or fear. One of you, is probably your lover, is trying to control the other, and it could be power plays or power struggles between you both. Okay, I'm also seeing a very good strong possibility that this is a very abusive type situation that some of you may be in. I'm seeing a lot of battles of wills and perhaps even an abuse of power here. Okay, you also have you have a minor timing conjunction here, suggesting that you are, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, are about to kind of embark, on a new cycle. Okay, because what you'll come to understand here is that with this three here, threes are usually all about growth, expression, and really a need for freedom and some form of independence that you want, okay? So with having that Three of Cups here, ladies and gentlemen, kind of suggest that perhaps within approximately 3 weeks, or before, of course, within this time frame of this month that I've already indicated, you're going to go through an intense, it looks like a very intense emotional type period, and you're going to be hoping to achieve great happiness. But having this devil here kind of signifies, ladies and gentlemen, that a very toxic or lustful type situation you're going to be tempted toward making, or entering in some sense, and it's going to be hard for you to really let it go. I'm kind of getting. Okay, your numerical theme here is 23, so that reduces to 5, and it equates to the Hierophant within the major arcana. So that card is all about moving forward, ladies and gentlemen. Try to examine your situation and move forward with a really sense of dignity and confidence and faith, really. And try to really treat people how you wish to be treated, okay? And try to be a bit upright in your dealings here that I'm getting here, with kind of seeing that card there. Okay, so let's go on and get started here, and look and see what your bottom card here. We have that Fool card there. So Uranus governs that card, and it connects with an air sign. Of course, usually Aquarius, but Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini just equated to all air signs. Okay, so this card is certainly all about, really a new way of kind of viewing things, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about possibility, faith, and, choice and options, even including frivolity, okay? And, the unknown, as you see here, this individual here is kind of walking towards something that he has no knowledge of where it's going to lead, okay? And all about a new beginning, or a new relationship might happen. So some of you might even meet or connect with someone, someone new, or someone unlike you've really been accustomed, okay? And they might be a bit unconventional here, I'm kind of getting. They could just as easily represent for some of you a gay or either a bisexual person, okay? So this card kind of wants you to kind of stop worrying over things over which you have no control and really take chances, ladies and gentlemen, and kind of start over. And if any of you has kind of gone through a separation, this card wants you to kind of get over it and really try to take a stab at kind of doing something new, despite, you know, your hurt, because I feel that you're certainly going to kind of be meeting new people in this card. And this card is pretty much the never too late type card, and to follow your heart, ladies and gentlemen, and to go with the flow. And I'm feeling that the person might even be a bit inexperienced with this card that you may meet, and you're gonna kind of have a bit some doubts, confusion and doubts about this person, and may not be ready yourself. You may not be ready for commitment, or this person may not. It could be adverse vice versa. And I'm feeling that many of you might not even want to be, as I said, tied to any relationship. So I'm feeling that you are either going to kind of take a leap of faith in your existing relationship, or you're going to fall for someone new here that I'm seeing with this card, okay? So let's go on and look at your central situation here. You have the Three of Cups, and that card connects with water signs, Cancer, Pisces, as well as Scorpio. And this card is in the second 10 degrees of Cancer, and Mercury governs this, okay? So with this card, it seems that, you're really kind of happy, you're celebrating, or you're kind of cheerful with this card and very thankful, and I feel that you are really having fun with others, or you may have recently had fun with others at a party, but I feel that all of these things are kind of, you may have experienced. And there appears to be several romantic interests that I feel. And a child for some of you might even be involved, okay? And I feel that some of you might have reunited even with someone. Because as I see here, and I know that the holiday has just passed, but I'm seeing a lot of, pottery and gatherings of some type, or some type of even a social event for some of you, even perhaps even a wedding, or maybe some of you may even be contemplating marriage, okay? But I'm feeling that someone might even in fact be overdoing it, or indulging in pills or alcohol or some other drug here that I'm kind of getting with this card here, okay? So now let's just move right along and just see, look at your situation to kind of tell you, because in life there are a lot of things that really, they're not as important as others. And these are things that you might not want to be kind of putting your focus on too heavily here, because it's really not going to bring you the result that you're really after, okay? So let's look at this next card here that shows really what's not important for you here. We have the Devil. Okay, so that card connects with a Capricorn, okay? So it certainly now is not the time to kind of play with this situation, because it looks like this situation is very toxic. Don't be tempted, or either play mind games, or either try to, in fact, be generous, or to kind of fear your situation here. Because once again, when you're kind of seeing a Devil card, because we know that card is certainly all about domination or temptation and ignorance, and really a very unhealthy situation. So one of you or both of you might be relying on materialistic things to kind of make you happy. So, and it shows that your relationship with this person might have even started off right, but again, you have this Devil. And keep in mind, when you sign your soul over to the Devil, payment time has to come at some point. So that's why things keep fluctuating with you guys, and it's very competitive because it's toxic, and there may be some type of drug that's involved. But it is you're having a difficult time, I'm feeling, relinquishing, this relationship. Okay? So then let's go on and focus on then what's important, right? What you need to really focus your attention on here. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so that card, ladies and gentlemen, does connect with, air signs, okay? Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So this card is certainly telling you it's certainly time for you to stop acting like a wimp, or a pushover, or just, you know, a floor mat, if you will, or kind of being quick to kind of respond to assaults or attacks, or, you know, uh, assertiveness, you know, and not avoiding conflict. This is what's important for you right now. It's important for you to be very suspicious of your situations, to kind of be open, ladies and gentlemen, to hearing, you know, others' opinions about your situation, because their knowledge might be well above yours, okay? And kind of avoid really making rash decisions. So you need to be a bit more critical, you know, cautious, and even harsh, or even ready to fight. Impetuous and very self-assured, I'm kind of getting here with this card. So where would your next step leave you? This card is kind of really telling you, really don't give up in some sense, okay? So where is your next step is going to lead you here? We have the Five of Wands. So that connects with fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And Saturn governs this card in Leo, okay? So this card is all about, you know, competition and disagreements and quarreling of all sorts and various sorts of obstacles. So I'm certainly getting a very strong indication that a lover definitely is going to be coming back to you. And it looks like someone that may have hurt you in the past, okay? But you're going to be surprised. But I'm feeling that you're going to feel that you have to kind of compete for this person with this card, because certainly there are others, you know? Alternatively, I'm kind of feeling if you are kind of involved in a relationship, you're going to discover, or you're going to need to kind of understand your lover is cheating. And one of you might even have a hard time kind of making compromises, you know, with one another. And you may want to kind of work towards that. So let's get into the remaining cards and just get a bit more information from these oracle cards here that I can part to you prior to closing your reading. So we have the release card here. So that certainly is all about really what your reading has been echoing. It's kind of time to kind of, you know, transform, or even for some of you, end or kind of discard this situation, because this card gives a sense that you might be holding on a bit too tightly to this relationship, and you might need to let this relationship be, you know, allow this relationship, ladies and gentlemen, to grow, and to perhaps give it some breathing there, you know. There's a potential possibility here, of course, connected here with that Devil card, that you're feeling a sense of restriction, you know, or are you in fact doing it to someone else? So this card is kind of telling you to kind of, you know, just move forward and kind of let go of anything that has been very stagnant in your life. That's not really what's been helping you. Okay? So let's look at these other two additional cards here. We have the crystal ball here. So this card certainly represents some of you guys who are you have very intuitive, great intuitive abilities, okay? And of course, the crystal balls, as you can see, I have one here, has always been used by, you know, psychics and fortune tellers. So this card is kind of suggesting that there's information that's hidden from you, and there's really a need for you to kind of investigate and, again, be suspicious about what's really going on and really get to the bottom of what's really been plaguing you. And just to further emphasize that fact, we have the owl card, and that card is all about wisdom as well. And it's all about looking deep within, you know, just trusting your intuition and paying attention, ladies and gentlemen. So Cancers, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered food for thought. I definitely look forward to hearing your comments and you liking and sharing this video, as well as subscribing. If you have any questions about this video and any others, you can also contact me on wiseo.com, and that information will be provided in the description box. Enjoy your day. Thanks a lot.